Hello and welcome to the Subaru Impreza Sedan WRX STi from 2004. Now this is one of the latest cars added to Gran Turismo 7 with update 1.35, and this is actually the first time that this vehicle has featured in a Gran Turismo game. Yes, this is replacing the 2002 model and the Spec C version of this vehicle that has been seen in previous Gran Turismo games. So this just replaces those two. Now, the Subaru Impreza Sedan WRX STi, if you don't know what this vehicle is, you're basically living under a rock. This car and the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution have had such a head-to-head competition when it comes to the WRC, the World Rally Championship. These two vehicles have honestly gone head-to-head. It is a rivalry to match Ford and Ferrari. Now, the Subaru, just like the Mitsubishi, has a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with a 4-wheel drive system that was basically put into Japanese street cars. These cars are absolutely insane. Now, the Impreza, for example, has a turbocharged 2-liter flat 4 that produces 213 kilowatts, which is 286 brake horsepower, with a weight of 3,219 pounds, which is 1,460 kgs. Now, how does that actually feel in Gran Turismo 7? Well, when it comes to cornering, the vehicle is a bit boaty. It's a bit heavy when it comes to cornering, and with it having an all-wheel drive system in Gran Turismo, the car does understeer from corner to corner. Now, something that the Subaru does have to help combat this understeer issue is a built-in torque vectoring differential. Now this comes with the vehicle once you pick it up, and you can actually pick it up from either the used car dealership or brand central. This is the first car and the only car to be added to Gran Turismo 7 post launch that can be purchased from both the used car dealership and brand central. So the Impreza, when it comes to handling, it's quite decent for its age. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's not gonna knock your socks off, because in its standard form, as I said, it has under 300 brake horsepower, weighs over 3,000 pounds. So the car isn't screaming I'm top class, when it comes to performance. So it's a mediocre experience, but if you have traction control, or if you can get the vehicle to slide and have some fun with the vehicle. So my advice to you, turn traction off and just enjoy the vehicle. Sometimes it's always good to take a step back from always driving super, almost hyper cars, and just tone it down by getting behind the wheel of a vehicle just like the Subaru Impreza WRX STi. Now, with the Subaru, let's say you aren't happy with this vehicle, you want more acceleration, you want better braking. Well, you are lucky, because if we head on over to the tuning shop, we can basically create a brand new vehicle. So with upgrading the power to the STi, well, we just receive a very big difference. The vehicle will now produce 559 brake horsepower with a weight of 1,138 kgs, which is a massive difference over the standard figures. So now, the Subaru, this is after you spend a couple $100,000, and you'll get the Subaru to be quite competitive. And with the visual parts to the vehicle, you can make it look like the Spec C model, and you can make this look like the S203 models by putting the later front splitter on. But to get behind the wheel of the now fully upgraded Subaru is honestly just such a gift, because the way I have the vehicle set up, and the tune will be at the very end of this video, it's so perfect, and honestly just gives me such track day vibes, like almost a time attack vehicle. The Subaru has quite a lot of grip that I wasn't expecting. Now with the upgraded turbocharger, anti-lag, the whole shebang, the engine being completely worked over, and basically everything being upgraded, the car's performance has changed drastically with the addition of a fully customizable racing suspension. Well, the car is able to just take corners in such a manner that There's no understeer, there's no oversteer. The car is extremely planted, and it just has the main goal of getting you around circuit as fast as possible. Now, in its street form, if you want to use this for track racing, the car is absolutely ideal. It is super fun, it's super quirky, and it's just an enjoyable experience, and it will actually do good in quite a lot of races. That includes your 4-wheel drive challenges, your turbocharged events. The Subaru can do quite a lot, and I've seen people also commenting that if you actually detune the vehicle to just keep it under 600 performance points, it will dominate any of the shortest 600 performance points events. So that is something to keep in mind, but if you want to do that, it is also advised that you do not add weight reduction to the vehicle to just help it keep it under that 600 performance point limit. But if you do add weight reduction, you can always add a ballast and then just add the weight back on like that. So the Subaru, when it comes to track racing, super fun, super quirky, and just an enjoyable overall experience. Now, I would show you off-road gameplay, but I've just really been struggling with Gran Turismo, where every 5-6 minutes the game servers just basically kick me out. The servers don't work, and then I have to close the game, start it, close it, start it. It's really just been such a nightmare to play the game, to a point where a recording like this would usually take me about half an hour. This footage that I got, it took me about 3 hours to get, because every time I do my testing and then wait for the replay to actually record the footage, well, the game just dies. This was not an issue before update 1.35, and is just seeming like a big issue since the update's been live. So, have you experienced this issue? I know this is so off topic, but yeah, the Subaru, when it comes to off-roading, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you here, it's better on track. Now, with the Evo that we have tested that came out, the Evo 3 that came out with this update, that was better off-road than it was on track. Now, with the Subaru, it's the other way around. But the Subaru, with me saying it's better on track, it's just that it's so good on track that comparing it to the off-road is just really unfair. But if you want to use it for off-road events, it's extremely quick. It is not lacking in any way, shape or form. It's not a bad off-road vehicle. If you want to use it, by all means go for it, because the car gets the job done. With it being a WRC vehicle, it was tuned and perfected by Subaru's World Rally Championship team to just make it a lot faster. So for obvious reasons, this car is going to be insane off-road, and it is. But as I said, torque vectoring differential, this is a must, regardless if you are using it for track racing, if you're using it for off-road racing. The torque vectoring differential, get it upgraded. It is 12,500, and it's just going to change the way the vehicle handles, and it's going to allow you to put the distribution to 50-50, or even 5 in the front and 95 in the rear, and then you get a drift Subaru. So it really just makes the vehicle absolutely versatile, and it is a key part that you need with your Subaru. The one that comes with the Subaru is sufficient, but it does not really allow you to make the vehicle into a drift build. So if you are looking for that, well, you need to head on over to the tuning shop and just pick up that extra bit of equipment. So with the vehicle having a price tag of 42,000 from the used car dealership and 50,000 being in Plan Central, the car is absolutely worth the money. It's extremely affordable, and after you add on your upgrades, it is one extremely fun vehicle. So if you guys do want to try out the vehicle, best time is now. So with all this being said, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.